expect a quick arrest in this case. In the meantime, they are searching for the suspect, who is white, in his 50s, 5'8" tall, heavy build, brown hair but balding at the back. He has a mustache and a goatee, and he took off from here in a late 90s model silver Toyota. Jim Junkin reporting live from up here on Chalk Farm Drive. Back to you, Christine.
Thanks, Jim. A TTC driver was on his regular route this morning when he did a double take. What was that little boy doing out by himself, half dressed? It was a short-lived adventure for 6-year-old Noah. He and his little brother Braden, both boys suffer from autism. Early this morning, they managed to get a hold of the keys to their apartment, and off they went. Braden returned home pretty quickly, but Noah made it all the way out to Weston Road.
A TTC driver had seen him, and that she called. She couldn't catch up to him, and there was 2 city workers cleaning the streets, and she shouted at them to stop him, so they did, and they got him onto the TTC bus, and they kept him there until the police arrived.
The children's mother died 2 years ago. Their grandmother, Marie, is their guardian. She was very grateful to the TTC driver and to another hero in this story.
We've got double now. We're going to have the deadlock, which only can get opened with a key from the inside, plus a motion detector. So if we manage to get hold of the key in the future, when the door opens, we'll be able to hear it. It's going to blast off.
The police officer bought the door lock herself, and even after his ordeal this morning, Noah still made it to school. No classes today for dozens of students in Burlington, not after police found a man roaming the halls with a loaded shotgun.
He was found well before morning classes began, but police weren't taking any chances. CTV's John Musselman picks up the story.
Police officers searched the roof of Brant Hills Public School in Burlington today as anxious parents and students looked on. Hours earlier, a man was spotted inside the school carrying a loaded shotgun. An attempted robbery, say investigators. He was arrested near an entry door when police responded to a security alarm at 2 o'clock this morning.
Just turning around and coming right back out. Thank you very much.
The police activity caught parents and students off guard. Many had no idea what was going on.
Unfortunately, we're at a time and place right now where this is happening more and more.
It's kind of weird how someone would do that to our school and not anyone else's.
Officials with the Halton District School Board canceled classes for the day so police could investigate.
I'm not happy about it.
It was a middle of the night thing. It wasn't with anybody in there, so I still feel that we're safe.
I think it's sad because it's really nothing of major value, some computers, but it disrupts a lot of people in the community and makes them upset.
We are confident, the police, that there is no safety issue in the environment, but our investigation is still ongoing inside, and the school thought it best that the students not attend today.
No shots were fired and no one was injured.
21-year-old Justin Stroud of Waterdown is facing several charges. Board officials say the school will reopen to students tomorrow morning. Reporting live, I'm John Musselman. Christine, back to you.
Thanks, John. He was best known for his roles as a dirty dancer, a good-looking ghost, and a brawny bouncer. But in real life, actor Patrick Swayze was a fighter.
Yeah, but this time there was no Hollywood ending. CTV's Michelle DeBay reports Swayze has lost his battle against cancer.
He had unforgettable moves and a warmth that captivated moviegoers.
Can I help?
The Broadway dancer turned Hollywood star died Monday evening with his family by his side.
Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah.
It was well known he had been fighting a losing battle with pancreatic cancer, but word of his death hit hard. It has been highly talked about among those at the Toronto International Film Festival. Drew Barrymore was shocked when we first broke the news to her this morning.
I met him when I was 7 years old. He was the nicest man that one could ever know.
Also in town promoting a film, actor Keanu Reeves offered his condolences to family and friends.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to work with Mr. Swayze. He was a beautiful person, an artist.
Rob, can you sign down the end?
Actor Rob Lowe played Swayze's brother in 2 movies, and on the red carpet in Toronto last night, he remembered his friend, saying he feels like he lost a brother. The kind words here at the film festival show just how much Swayze was loved and his work appreciated. CTV film critic Richard Krause says Swayze could do it all.
He was one of the rare people who could flip-flop back and forth between doing a dance movie like Dirty Dancing and then make a movie like Roadhouse, or make a movie like Ghost and then make a movie like Point Break.
On Twitter today, Demi Moore, who played his fiancée in Ghost, had this to say: Patrick, you are loved by so many, and your light will forever shine in all of our lives. Patrick Swayze leaves behind his wife Lisa, whom he had been married to for over 30 years. He was 57. Michelle Dubé, CTV News.
If you don't do it, then the driver next to you likely does.
Talking on a cell phone or texting on a BlackBerry with one or even no hands on the wheel.
Most of us have seen it from time to time, but in the coming weeks, the province is putting the brakes on those distracted drivers. CTV's Austin Delaney has the details.
Texting on the move, calling on your handheld mobile phone in the car, those dangerous habits will be illegal very soon. Are you ready for change?
I'm not sure about it, but I heard about it. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure.
It is expected that sometime next month a new law will take effect in Ontario prohibiting drivers from using handheld phones, texting or email while driving, and playing with portable video games and other electronic entertainment devices, including laptops and DVD players.
Ed Hutchison.
Ed Hutchison is with Sony Ericsson.
Hello?
Hi, that's my wife, actually. Hi, hon.
They sell hands-free mobile phone technology. A must-have next month if you're going to talk on the phone while driving, and it's going to mean breaking a bad habit.
Have you bought your hands-free yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're all set to go?
Wow. It sits at home because I hate it.
Love it, hate it, or just accept it. Time is running out to equip yourself with a hands-free device. They cost between $10 and $200 depending on features, because when the law comes into effect in October, you'll face fines ranging somewhere between $60 and $500 for talking in the car on a handheld cell.
I think it's absolutely one of those scenarios where I think once the letter of the law comes into effect, we're going to see a mad rush.
Hey, a command.
Call the newsroom. Manufacturers say there could be a run on the product once the law takes effect. The minister in charge says he'll decide that date within the next couple of weeks. Austin Delaney, CTV News.
So what is next in this story? The Minister of Transportation says there will be a grace period. The fine will be in the range of $60 to $500, but no demerit points will be handed out.
We have a developing story right now in Newmarket. CTV News chopper on the scene, 6900 19th Side Road in King. Apparently, an elderly quadriplegic in a wheelchair has somehow fallen into a basement in a home under construction. It's in the Highway 9 and Highway 27 area. It was a 3-meter fall, and emergency workers have just arrived. An air ambulance is also on the scene. More details on this developing story as they become available. First look at the forecast now. Tom Brown is here to tell us why September continues to sizzle. Tom?
Two things, Ken. First of all, the jet stream to the north and high pressure, although today was a little cooler than we're used to. High pressure grabbing some cool air over James Bay, bringing it right down into southern Ontario, and that backed us off a few degrees from yesterday. Right now, 19 in Richmond Hill, 21 in North York, 20 in East York. Right now, it's 20 in Etobicoke. Windsor, wow, 26 degrees today. They had a humidex of 29. 23 in London, 13 up in Parry Sound. Right now in Toronto, it is 22. A few clouds tonight, but otherwise a nice clear sky. 10 is our low. Sunset 7:29. How long will it last? I'll have that coming up a little later on. Chris and Ken.
Thanks, Tom. Even though it's the middle of September, it's still perfect boating weather.
But if you plan on sneaking in one or two more rides on the lake, you need to see this next story before shoving off. Here is CTV's Reshmi Nair.
There is now a federal law to enforce on the water, and the Toronto Police Marine Unit is on it. Pulling someone over on Lake Ontario isn't as easy as on the road.
You mind if we come alongside?
But police will be doing it more often now to ask one simple question.
Okay, you mind showing us your Pleasure Craft Operator's card? Do you have it with you?
We don't have one, I'm afraid, no.
You don't have one?
No.
You know that the law came into effect now.
This is what they're looking for. It's like a boating license. And everyone operating a motorized vehicle should have one, or they'll be fined up to $250.
We've been actively stopping people all summer, and I do know for a fact that some people have been charged already.
This initiative began 10 years ago, so boaters technically